Hello, I'm Austin Heyman. Welcome to Seniors Today, a monthly program produced by the Commission on Aging and devoted entirely to issues and interests of Montgomery County seniors. This month, we explore volunteering opportunities with a performing group that has been in the Washington area for almost 30 years. And we take a new look at laughter and its benefits for our health. But first, we turn to the county's Commission on Aging and discuss the priorities and concerns it has for Montgomery County seniors. And joining me to tell us more is Judy Wells, the chair of the commission. Well, welcome, Judy, and congratulations on being chair.
Well, thank you for having me, Austin.
Tell us a little bit. Our audience has heard about the commission because every program we talk about this is produced by the commission. We never thought, what is the commission?
Well, first of all, the commission is an advisory group and an advocacy group, but an advisory group to Montgomery County. And we advise the county executive and the county council and all the county departments on the issues and concerns and needs of our older population here in Montgomery County. And some people call us the voice of older adults, and I like to think that we are, because we are speaking about those issues, and we know a lot about it too from the research we do and our studies and our work in committees. And so
you have about 25 members, I think.
Right.
20 or 25 members.
Right, and we're all volunteers.
Right.
But we are
a lot of time.
Right, but we are appointed by the county executive, and we're confirmed by the council. And then we, do what we can to bring the concerns of older adults.
So it's 2012. What are the principal concerns today?
Well, I think we all know that the population of the United States, the county, the state, is graying. And here in Montgomery County, by the year 2020, we expect that 1 out of 4 members of our population will be over the age of 60.
We're a changing county.
We have definitely, those demographics are changing. So for the last few years, we've been working on what we call a senior agenda, a vision and goals for a community for a lifetime.
Kind of a roadmap for the future.
Right, so that older adults can live here with vitality and health and safety for as long as they want. And what we hope that, and what we know actually, is that the county executive is adopting this senior agenda, and it has a vision and goals in many areas, especially around the issue of aging in place. So our priorities right now are focused there, and transportation and housing, of course, if you're aging in place, are very, very important issues.
And in the area of housing, I guess one of the big issues is affordability.
Oh, totally, and we're
how
very
how do you
concerned
stay
about
in
that.
this county if you?
Right, right, and we're doing quite a bit of work and how to expand affordable housing, not just for the neediest, but that is very critical because there are waiting lists and very critical area, but also for those of middle income too. We're very concerned about all older adults in our county.
On transportation, I know one of the issues has been, and I've been interested in, is escort transportation. How do you talk about aging in place? Right. We have a bus system, but if you can't make it to the bus, right, that's a challenge.
Totally, and you've raised a very good point. Transportation has many facets, and right now the Commission on Aging is actually trying to work on how to bring the public and the private sector together, volunteer escorted transportation as well as ride-ons and other means through which nonprofit groups bring older adults around. It's very important. How do we bring people who cannot drive or who perhaps are getting infirm to the doctor? How do we get them to the food store? How do we get them to recreation centers? Because we don't want them to be isolated.
There are a lot of there are a lot of activities that are going on in the county, but if you can't get to them, what?
Right, right. So I think I just want to mention, I think our vision there is that we want everyone in the county to be able to get to where they want to go, when they want to go, and how they want to get there.
Now, we're in the midst of the budget season, which is always a critical time for all advocates. Have there been priorities for the Commission in this area?
Well, we're very pleased about the budget that County Executive Leggett has proposed, because this budget, for the first time in a couple of years, instead of showing some cutbacks because of the economy, is beginning to show some restoration and some enhancements for senior programs. So we're very pleased with this budget.
I think he actually has a thing called the Senior Initiative,
right,
which is what you're talking about.
Right. And that, along with our senior agenda, which, by the way, I believe that May is going to be a very important month.
Well, it's older Americans.
Well, there you go. And it's so appropriate that during this month, we expect that the county executive will be making an announcement about our senior agenda and pushing that vision forward. And I want to just point out, it's very interesting. It's not just from his point of view a paper plan. He wants our senior agenda to have actions associated with it. And so that makes us very proud.
That's great. But you had a life before the Commission on Aging. Tell us a little bit about what you did before that.
Well, first of all, I joined the commission, and I was appointed 4 years ago, and I joined it because my background's in communications, and I've been a journalist, and I've also done public relations both for the federal government at the Federal Department of Health and Human Services, but also in the private sector for IBM and for PricewaterhouseCoopers. And I felt that there's a great need for people to know what services are available to them, particularly as you grow older. If you have a need, where do you call? What do you do? And at the time, I felt that I could help contribute to that. And I'm happy to say that now, and it's fairly recent, the county has this wonderful website, www.montgomerycountymd.gov/seniors.
Right. That is a great website.
Which I encourage everyone to look at. And we have, of course, now we have 311. People can just call that number, or, the county resource number, 240-777-3000.
Right.
These are important outlets that I think people don't know about. And
well, I know you've worked hard. We had a communications committee that you chaired for several years.
Right.
And we've made a lot of progress, and the county department has helped us enormously, the information department.
Oh, totally. But that's again how the commission works. We're an advisory body, and it's been a very collaborative relationship with the county. And I think that the county has taken great strides on behalf of older adults, and increasingly been, looking at the issues and finding ways to address them. And we're very, very pleased with some of the recent actions.
Well, thanks very much for coming in to share your vision and the Commission's vision for our county.
Thank you again for having me.
When we come back, we'll find out what laughter and health have in common. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? Now there is only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls: 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's new online and telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember, call 311 to get it done.
Have you ever parked illegally in a reserved accessible parking space?
And thought, what's the harm? I'm only going to be a minute.
We know how important it is to have reserved parking.
And the adjacent striped access aisles provide necessary space needed for assistance devices like my wheelchair and my service dog.
Respect the need for reserved parking and the laws that govern its use.
On behalf of everyone with accessible plates and placards,
we are asking you
to respect the space.
Welcome back to Seniors Today. Wellness research has a new twist, and this health advice might make you smile. Joining me to tell us more is Neera Berry, president of Laughing RX and a wellness coach. Well, welcome to Seniors Today.
Thank you, Austin.
Laughter RX, what's that?
Well, I really believe that laughing is the best medicine. It helped me during a time many years ago when I was ill and I was looking for a way of healing myself and being more positive, and there's so many benefits to laughter, and I thought, wow, this is it for me. And I became a certified laughter yoga teacher and also a certified wellness coach.
So I remember correct reading about you. There was a great article in Bethesda magazine recently. There's somebody, is it from India, that you went to Switzerland?
Yeah,
tell us
right.
a little bit.
Right. There was a medical doctor that sort of formed this laughter yoga movement, and it took and he was doing research on how to boost your immune system and he came across a lot of research on laughter, and there have been so much research since then on laughter, and that's why it's become like a worldwide. I
also remember years ago reading Norman Cousins, he wrote a book about that.
Yeah, right. Anatomy of an Illness.
Exactly.
I believe that's the name.
Exactly,
right.
Yeah.
And
so there is a history to this.
Yeah, and with him was that he realized that when he was laughing, when people brought him funny movies, that he didn't need to have his pain medication as often.
That's amazing.
And that's how they realized the connection. But it's been all through civilization that everyone knows the importance of laughter for healing in many different aspects.
And it's supposed to lower your blood pressure?
Yeah, there's a lot of health benefits, emotional and mental benefits to it. It reduces your stress, your cortisol levels, and it boosts your endorphins. So right away you feel more relaxed and you feel happy. And it also is a great pain reliever because when you release all those endorphins, it really helps you deal with pain. And I work a lot with people that have a lot of pain, and also lowers your blood pressure. And there was a study from University of Maryland recently that showed that it actually is very good for the health of your heart, not only to just lower your blood pressure, but also helps your heart function better. And also because when you're laughing, you're bringing a lot of oxygen to your brain, that it actually helps you with memory and helps you focus better, gives you a lot more energy.
I'm ready to sign up.
Yeah. And with laughing, it helps you cope better with different situations. And
we kind of all need that.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful, uplifting experience.
So where do you do this?
Oh, I do it all over. I have some classes that I lead privately, like that I have at the Ratner Museum on Tuesdays and Sundays. And also I do it occasionally at different locations. I'm going to be doing it at Bethesda Live and Learn, also at the Holy Cross Senior Source every once in a while. And also in the future I'm going to be speaking on different wellness topics at the Holiday Park Senior Center.
Oh, that's a huge.
Yeah, I'm going to
there
be,
are a lot of people who go there.
And I'm going to be speaking on developing a wellness plan, and because I'm a wellness coach as well. So, and also incorporating laughter into your life.
How do you start your classes, for example? You start by laughing?
Well, a lot of times people are very, feel very awkward about just laughing,
right.
But it's something so natural that we're all born with. We're all born with it. We all really feel like this is something that it's nature's stress buster. And so at first I have them just kind of move around a little bit, and depending if the person can dance, we do dancing, or else I do it all seated too. For seniors I do a lot with just seated movement. And then we just kind of laugh, and we do little role-playing laughter exercises, and before you know it, everybody's laughing. And the premise is that we say you fake it till you make it. So, so even if you're faking the laughter, you're still, all the health benefits, all the chemical changes that happen in your brain are still changing and happening. And so even if you're faking it, you're still getting all the health benefits.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you have been doing this around the county in the last couple of years, then?
Well, yeah, I've been leading laughter, interactive laughter workshops for corporations, for large groups of 1,000 or more, all over the country.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, internationally as well. And then but I live here, so I like to do as much as I can in this area.
And you have is that a DVD that you have?
Yes. I have a DVD for those that can't make it to my classes and want to really laugh and experience the class. I have a DVD called Laugh Off Stress, Laughter Yoga Exercises.
Cool.
And
the classes, do there's a charge for the classes, I assume?
Yeah, there's a fee, and if you sign up for a series, then the fee is less, depending on which location. And also in the future, I'll be at Bethesda Live and Learn starting in the fall.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do.
What is the website?
It's www.laughingrx.com.
Well, that's pretty cool. And is there a phone number that you want to?
Yes. People can reach me to get more information at 240-888-6555.
So, if I signed up for this class, is it one class that you go to, or does it take a while to develop this natural skill of laughing?
Oh, well, you don't necessarily have to have a natural skill of laughing. A lot of times people come to my classes just because they feel like maybe life is a little difficult for them at this time. And so they want to feel uplifted and more positive. And so right away, as soon as we do the class, like all those chemical changes that happen, the endorphins get released, they feel really great and positive. And the longer that you do it, like if you laugh for just a minute, which is really great, it doesn't last as long. But if you laugh for like the class of an hour, it can last to possibly even the next day.
Laugh for an hour?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we do laughing exercises, and it's fun. But it really, the uplifting positive effects can last for a very long time, and also the pain-reducing effects as well. I had somebody that came to the class that had to be on very high doses of morphine because of some neck injury, and she reported to me that after my classes that she could reduce her medication by half for like a day and a half.
That's amazing. That's so terrific.
Yeah,
well, that's pretty good recommendation.
A lot of health benefits to it, and it's really great. And what could be better than laughing with people?
Cool. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Very interesting that you're doing these classes, and there's more to come.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
When we return, we'll tell you about a performing community with lots of volunteering opportunities, and you don't even have to be on stage. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to Seniors Today. We conclude today's show with a wonderful opportunity to join a performing organization that has been in the Washington area for almost 30 years. It's the Washington Revels, and as its executive director says, it's not just an organization, it's really a community. Well, joining me to tell us more are Greg Lewis, the executive director of the Washington Revels, and Diane Winslow, a performer and volunteer. Well, welcome to Seniors Today.
Thanks, Austin. Great to be here.
Well, Greg, tell us a little bit about what are the Washington Revels?
Well, you've said part of it. It really is a community. We have over 250 performers in any given year, ranging from ages 8 to 80, actually 84, and hundreds of volunteers. And we come together and make all sorts of celebrations of traditional music, dance, and drama, different cultures, different time periods all around the world, and we put these on in venues ranging from small things in parks up to our big Christmas revels, which is a big festive celebration of the winter solstice, brings in over 10,000 people every year.
Wow.
But we're all over at Montgomery County. We 64 programs last year. We had 46 in Montgomery County.
That's pretty cool. And you are a performer, a volunteer?
A little bit of everything, I think. I do cut out leaves, cut out dragon scales, perform, help with the dances. I've been on the board. I just do just
a
about
woman for all
everything.
seasons.
Indeed, and that just a small slice of what she gets involved in.
Yeah.
And who is this friend of
Well,
yours here?
this is our friend Maxine, who is a dragon head, that we've used in shows, that we use a lot in parades. And you put it on. Oh, I won't do it now, but you put it on over your head.
That's pretty
and
cool.
then you, the kids love it, though they do. The younger ones are a little leery of it sometimes. But,
so you have a lot of volunteers creating these kind
exactly,
of.
Exactly. This was made at Revels.
So you mentioned these shows go on all over the place.
Yes.
Can we some examples of what you've been doing?
Sure. Just May and June alone are somewhat representative of what we do. We have our big May revels. The core revels is around the seasons, so it's spring, summer, winter, fall. And we have our big spring celebration this year at the Washington National Cathedral. It's been for many years at the Audubon Society grounds in Chevy Chase. We have our maritime voices. We have 4 ensembles that do different madrigals and maritime music and African American.
And where do they do this?
All around, ranging from heritage sites in Montgomery County to Glen Echo to churches to parks and Brookville Gardens and.
You're busy.
It's
assisted living places.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to have you perform at their facility, they could get in touch with you, or if they want to volunteer. Now, how do they get in touch with you? You have a website?
We have a website, a telephone number, and different ways of getting in touch.
What is your website?
Website is www.revelsdc. Very important, it's Revels with a V, not a B, at revelsdc.org.
And is there a phone number that you want people to call?
Sure, the main number is 301-587-3835.
So if they would like to volunteer to make dragons or
There's room for everyone at Revels. Years that I'm not in the show, I often help run the Wednesday night work parties, and we love volunteers who can come, and we do mailings, we make masks, we make props, we make things to be sold. There's
how did you get involved with the Revels?
I saw it in the paper and I auditioned, and I didn't get in. And so I did mailings, and then the next year I auditioned, and I didn't get in.
Wow, you're very persistent.
Right, so I did makeup, worked on makeup crew, and the next year I auditioned, and I got in. And that was 1989.
So when you audition, is that singing, dancing, or what? Or
it's singing. You can sing 2 songs of pretty much of your choice, a cappella, and then a little bit of dancing, just to see how you move on stage.
It's very simple, and you choose a song you love. You come in. People say it's the gentlest audition around, and those are coming up in May 18 and 19 for our big Christmas
for your
production.
Christmas.
Yes.
And you said you have a couple hundred people involved in it?
Yes. We'll have, it's very big, so we'll have 75 people on stage perhaps at a given time.
Wow, it's like the opera.
It is.
It is. No elephants.
Very grand, very colorful. But we have things like this all around. Our big summer celebration, it will occur on June 10th, and it's downtown Silver Spring. We close down Ellsworth Street and have stages at both between Fenton and Georgia. And we have performing arts community people from both adults and kids from 5 continents and 12 countries who are representative, most from Montgomery County, not exclusively.
Right.
So there's just all sorts of things going on.
Latvia, Thailand, Cambodia.
Wow. Well,
South America.
And we are a very diverse community, so it must be easy in a way to get people involved.
We moved from, after 25 years in Washington, D.C., we moved to Montgomery County, and in part it's the tremendous diversity because we put such a high prize on multicultural things and showing people, bringing together people across different cultures, and it's that creation of community across lines, across national lines, across other, where fractures exist.
Were you involved? There's a World Festival Day, I think it's called, in the fall.
We had a major conflict performing, but I was heavily involved with Bruce Adams and others in the preparation for that and helping out with that. We try, as a community organization, We work and provide free services to the Montgomery County Historical Society, to Heritage Montgomery, to communities and, like the partnerships with Bruce Adams and the Director of Community Partnerships in Montgomery County. All sorts of things that we get involved in, not just traditional kinds of performing.
And so you have to be funded by somebody.
We are, because most of our stuff is free. At Christmas and a few programs, of the 46 we had last year in Montgomery County, I think 4 had a charge.
Wow.
And we have mostly individual funding, people who really believe in the importance of and the joy and the fun, but the importance of bringing people together in community is the main thing. We also do get support from Montgomery County, the Arts and Humanities Council, and from the Maryland State Arts Council, from Heritage Montgomery. So they've recognized the value that Rebels brings.
It sounds like you're doing so many things. It's wonderful.
We keep very busy.
We have a full-time staff of 5, so it's really where the volunteers come in to really make these things happen. Without the volunteers, it wouldn't happen.
So if anybody's interested in volunteering, making dragons, dancing, singing.
Right, absolutely.
They have the phone number and the website.
Right, you don't have to perform. In fact, I keep telling people we're having just as much fun backstage as you are on stage.
And a large percentage are seniors. In addition to octogenarians who are actually performing with us, the percentage of the population that is the senior population involved in Rebels, they love the community, they love the mixing with the children and the teens and the younger adults, as well as contributing and being part of this enterprise.
Well, thanks for coming in. There's a lot going on with the Rebels.
There certainly is. Lots of endorphins.
Don't forget that you can access a great deal of information about county services for seniors by going to the Montgomery County Senior website at www.montgomerycountymd.gov/seniors, or call the Senior Resource Line at 240-777-3000. Also, we have a new email address that you can use to send us comments or suggestions for future topics on our show. It's seniorstoday@montgomerycountymd.gov. And as always, thank you for watching Seniors Today. Senior outdoor adventures and recreation are fun, active, and educational trips designed for the vigorous senior. Call 240-777-4926 to receive further information on outstanding adventures that will add a new dimension to your life.